Boom. All right. Can you all see my screen? It should say welcome to remote learning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bet. All right, so this is us. Okay. So again, welcome to remote learning, you all. I'm glad y'all here. All right, so here we go. Here are the 5 W's of remote learning. So who is for all yes Philly students. What? This is our geometry class using the Chromebooks where we are going to meet on Google Meet. On Mondays, 10:30 to 12. And why? Because we have to continue our educational journey for the rest of the school. Somebody put your stuff on mute.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Mom, be quiet.
It's cool. Look, we all learning this thing, okay? So for office hours, I have Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 1 to 3. Now, there are no Wednesdays because we are supposed to keep our schedules as close to what they should be if we were in school. And y'all know third period is my prep. Well, third period is the day Wednesday classes are taught. So I don't have work that just that day. But you can contact me at any time between 1 and 3, even if you don't have my class, because again, like I said, we will be using Summit. So you all will be having assignments.
Wait, so what I was about to say. So we do go to class Wednesday?
You might have, if you have a third period class, then you're gonna have class on Wednesday. I just don't have class on Wednesday because it's my prep if we were in school. You are only going to have one class a day. So Mondays you have first period. Tomorrow you have second period. Wednesday you have third period. Thursday you have fifth period. And Friday you have sixth period. And each class is going to be from 10:30 to 12. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So for us, our meeting norms. Please mute yourself unless you have a contribution to the class. Again, you all are home. You got things going on in your houses. We don't need to know all your business. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Second, if you have a question or a comment, please signal because I'm just doing this now. But when I'm presenting, of course, you'll see me. I'll see you. And lastly, please charge your Chromebook each night just because you don't want your Chromebook to go out in the middle. Like Raj might be doing a presentation. You don't want your Chromebook to die in the middle of his presentation because he's going to keep talking. Mm-hmm. Okay? So those are our meeting norms that I would like us to follow. All right, so we're going to jump into our topic just a tad bit because we still have an hour. All right, so you will see that the class is Math 3. So it is a third year math course, and we are doing the section on probability. So on your Summit, you are going to look for GA, because it is called geometry. We are doing the topic conditional probability.
You want us to go on Summit right now?
No, not yet. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you what we're doing because you're going to go there in a minute. So all of you have used probability at some point, right? Because probability answers the question, what are my choices? All right, so now, everybody, I need you to go on to Summit. Log into Summit, and you are going to go to the first activity, which doesn't belong. You see it?
Conditional probability.
Yep.
I don't see it.
All right, so let me see. All right, I'm going to get in Summit.
What affects probability?
Spinners?
What'd you say, Boo?
Spinners?
Let me see. All right. It should say G4, and it should come up looking like that.
If he's coming over, I would leave. Who thirsty? What? Not yet.
Girl, I think I know you mute your business.
I filmed it now. I filmed it.
All right, you got it? Everybody got it? It's conditional.
No.
Wait, what? I clicked it, but I don't see what the click. It say math unit overview, what affects probability, reckless, efficient, end of unit assessment, portfolio problems. Which one to click?
What you say?
It say conditional probability, and then it say plans and overviews. It say math unit overview, what affects probability, reckless, efficient, end of unit assessment, portfolio problem.
Okay, hold tight, hold tight. All right, so for you all, I don't know what the student end looks like, but that's okay because I'm going to show it to you. All right, so here's what we looking at. So I'm learning. I'm learning. You all, like I said, you all are my tester babies. All right, so look at this because you can see what I see. Correct?
He be trying to get him out of money. Yeah.
All right. So now, here is because I'm gonna talk to Raj when this is over to see how I can do this a little better. All right, so now you know sometimes this is about observation. So, got a question. Now, again, which one doesn't belong? So you know when we do this, there is a reason that each of them does not necessarily belong to the rest of the group. Okay, so how does A differ from B, C, and D?
They all got the same chance to landing on each other.
Absolutely. Yes, yes, that's right. If you look at A, it's divided pretty much evenly. So if you use that spinner, everybody, you have the same chance of winning. All right, what about B? How is it different from the rest? Anybody can answer.
My fault. What you say?
I said, you gonna get it. I said, Heaven just said that A is different from the rest because in A you have a even chance of getting any of the four sections. I agree. Mm-hmm. How is B different from the rest?
Because the bottom jump.
That's right.
The bottom jump got the most. That's
right. So in B, you see that landing in that bottom space, you have a better chance, again, probability of getting there. What about C?
The bottom joint again.
And it's even wider than it is in B. And then what about D?
The left, the bottom right, my fault.
Bottom right. Right, exactly. Okay, so again, when we talk about probability, this probably the spinners, you've probably used dice. Those of you who play cards, all of you are actually operating off of probability. Okay? Because again, probability is or question what is the chance of? Okay? So, probability, how likely is an event to occur or happen? Okay? And we asked ourselves these questions each time we play a game of chance. You all know what games of chance are. Any form of gambling. I don't care if it's the lottery, you play the horses, you play cards, you shoot dice. All of them are games of chance. Okay? So, we're going to talk about games of chance. But now I need you all. You're going to need to take some notes. Okay? So again, let's move to the next one. All right, so a chance experience. Because we gotta, again, we still going to talk the language of math. Okay? So a chance experiment is something that you do over and over without knowing what will happen. So we are going to use the example of flipping a coin. You flip it, pick it up, flip it, pick it up, flip it. So that is a chance experience. because we don't know if it will be heads or tails. So an event is the outcome. What happened when you did the experiment? Okay. So again, if we sticking with flipping a coin, the event is you will get either a heads or a tails. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, an outcome is one of the things that can happen when you do an experiment. So again, sticking with what we went with flipping a coin. When you flip a coin, you have two outcomes. It's either heads or tails. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So now, probability itself is a number. It's a number between 0 and 1. So it will look like a fraction. 0 means that the event will never happen. So an example of that is the sky will shine purple. I don't care what's happening, the sky not going to shine purple. So that will never happen. So the probability of that is 0. However, the other extreme is the probability is 1. That means it will always happen. So when water falls when it rains. Period. End of story. Every time it rains, you know water is going to fall. So the 1 is called certainty because it is certain. It will always happen. Okay? So we're going to try some of this because you know I got an assignment at the end. All right, so the form of a probability, and I want you all to jot this down somewhere. So it will look like P, standing for the probability. Then in parentheses, it will have the event. So the probability of this event happening is equal to the desired result, and we're going to talk about that because I'm going to give you all a problem. Okay? The desired result over possible outcomes. So, and it is read, the probability of the event is equal to the desired result out of however many outcomes. So, our example, we still with the flipping of the coin. The probability of you getting heads is equal to 1 out of 2. Okay? Because you know, again, the event is getting a heads. So, what is the possibility of getting that result? It is only 1. So, your desired result becomes your numerator, but there is a possibility of getting heads or tails. So, you have 2 possible outcomes. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I love y'all. All right, and I'm gonna again when I talk to Raj, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post this PowerPoint so that if anybody needs to refer back, you'll have a reference. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Oh, we doing good, y'all. All right. So now, and lastly is a sample space. A sample space is a list of every possible outcome for an experience. So if we flip 2 coins, right? You know, the first one can be heads and the second one can be heads. So that's a possible outcome. So that's a part of the sample space. Then the first one can be heads, but the second one could be tails. Then they flip. The first one is tails, and the second one could be heads, and then the last, both of them could be tails. So we are going to talk about this for a minute because next week, here's so now here's here's what I want you all to try. Think about what's happening in your house right now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So first, get the total number of people in your house.
Okay.
All right. Now, separate the people in your house by males and females. How many are males? How many are females? So everybody's going to have a different answer for these Because again, people in your house right now, totally different numbers.
Did
Okay?
that. Mm-hmm.
Everybody good? You with it? Mr. Gambrell?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Denira?
I got it.
All right. So now, probability of females. So you're going to have P, females in parentheses, put your equal sign. Now remember, the number in the numerator answers the question. So
we supposed to be on Summit, or we just
Wait,
following
pause,
you?
pause. Yeah, right.
no, you just following me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, because it's not in Summit. Summit's going to ask you, when you see your cool downs, then you'll see how this plays into it. That's why I said write this down. So you got the total of people in your house. Now we are going to ask the question, what is the probability of female? So you're going to have P in parentheses, put female, because that's our event. Equals. Now, how many females are in your house? That will be the numerator. So for me, there are 3 people in my house. So my denominator is 3. But there are also 3 females. So for me, my probability of female is 3 over 3, or it is certain. It is certain because everybody in here is a woman. Okay? Everybody in here is a female. So, Heaven, how did yours change? How many females over, or how many females out of the number of people in your house?
2.
Okay, so you got 2 over how many people in your house?
5.
Okay, so for Heaven, hers is 2 over 5. What you got, Denira?
4 over 5.
Wow. Mr. Gambrell?
You talking about now or like
Right now in your house. Like, I know some people done went to work and all that, but right now in your house.
Oh, right now?
It's right now in your
3
house.
over 3.
Oh, okay. So everybody in your house right now is a female.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So you both have certainty, because regardless of who you take out of our house, you getting a girl. Mm-hmm. You getting a female. All right. Mir, what you got?
1 over 5.
Oh, okay. So one woman. Hold it down, sister. Hold it down. Mr. Gabriel, where you at, my love?
It's 0 out of 1.
Oh, okay. Okay. I hear you. So you home by yourself.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So now, go to number 2. In your house right now, everybody, what is the probability of male? Again, so for me, y'all know, 0. There are no males here. Over 3. So for our house, 0. It's never going to happen. All right. So Mr. Gambrell, for you, for male, it is what?
1 out of 1.
1 out of 1. So it is certain. If somebody comes to your house, all they getting is the brother. You know, that's all they got. That's what they got to choose from. That's what they get. All right. Denira, where you at?
0.
Yep. 0 out of 3. What you got, Heaven?
I'm not even paying attention.
Oh, you getting a beating.
I was looking at something. Hey, yo. I'm texting. That's why.
Girl, at least you kept it a buck, though. At least you kept it a bean.
You are going to get it, girl.
Hey, yo.
Because I don't want to sound dumb and just say anything.
No, crazy. All right, listen. Heaven, we are going back to, I told you to write down that the P, put event in parentheses.
I did that.
Okay, so now we are on the slide that you currently see. We have already done the first one, and so did you. The probability of females in your current household. So now we are on 2. The probability of males. How many people in your house right now are male?
3.
Out of, now, and what's the denominator? What is the total number of people in your house?
Right now, like, I think 7.
Okay, so males are 3 out of 7. Of the 7 people in your house right now, 3 people are male.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Look at number 3, everybody. The probability that the females are over 5. So for me, it's 3 over 3. Every female in this house currently is over 5.
Same.
Oh, okay. Mr. Gambrell, of course, you 0.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still 1 out of 5.
You still 1 out of 5. What you got, Hev?
I'm still confused.
Female. How many females in your house are over 5 years old?
All of them.
All right. And how many people in your house? 7, right?
7.
All right. So how many females did you say?
3.
All right. So for you, number 3 is equal to 3 over 7. Because there are 3 females in your house over 5 out of the 7 people that are in your house.
Yeah.
Okay. Go to 4. Males under 12. Mine is 0 over 3. What you got?
The boys under 12. It's only one boy in here that's under 12.
Okay, so you got 1 out of how many people?
Out of 7 people.
Yes, exactly. Everybody getting it?
Yeah.
All right, now look at number 5. Number 5 says the probability of males to females.
Okay.
So for me, it would be 0 over 3. There are no males, but there are 3 females. So how does that change for you all?
Mine is no males and 3 females.
Okay, so you 0 out of 3.
Mine's 4 males. 4 males and 1 female.
Okay, so you got 4 over 1 because males up top, females down the bottom. Whatever comes before 2, if you are comparing 2 things, whatever comes first goes in the numerator. Whatever follows the word 2 comes in the denominator. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Gambrell, what yours looking like?
It's the same.
Yours is 1 over 0. So yours is undefined because you don't have you in the house by yourself right now. So it ain't no females. So for you, your number 5 would be undefined because you would have a 0 in the denominator. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so with that said, your assignments go a week at a time because I won't necessarily meet back with you until next Monday. So I want you all, here are your assignments. You got a week to do it. You got till next Monday at 10:30.
That's
okay.
More than enough time.
And we're going to look at these before we go because we have like 23 minutes. I know. For some of y'all, you getting up earlier than you usually do, right?
Yeah, my mom woke me up at 6:30.
Yeah, but all classes start at 10:30. All right, everybody good? You wrote down the assignments?
Hold on.
You didn't even say what the assignments was.
They on the screen.
I'm gonna bust you in your head.
I'm tripping. Cool.
It's cool. Like I said, I know you all have not been getting up this time, and I appreciate you for coming.
First cool down is second. So both cool downs?
Yeah. And you want to look at them. And it's an exercise set. Now, the exercise set I might have to post. Like I said, I'm going to talk. I have some conversation for Rogers when this is over. Because, you know, he our IT person. Trouble getting on upload PowerPoint. And I might have to upload.
So it's no focus area?
No, we're not doing focus areas this
Hey.
yeah, crazy.
Hey.
Yeah, we're not doing focus areas because it will be too much. When you would have to request it, I would have to say it.
So
No.
Miss Hicks, if the work on the summit, that's what we gotta do.
Yes.
I miss you.
You don't even know her to miss her.
I miss you.
Yes, you do. We kindred spirits. Don't be hating on my boo. Hey, love. How you doing?
Hey.
She's
Dog.
I miss you more.
Y'all see, only nobody even all right, so I'm going back.
Damn, they got my first and last name on this thing.
Yeah, because you know it came off of you know it came off of the school. The school.
No, you don't say that. Don't say that. That's bad.
I miss y'all. Okay, so now let's get on summit.
It's the corny. I know. It had to be that though.
We're on summit. And
Yo, have a mute yourself, dog.
How we put a picture on there? Because Naira got a picture. I want mine too.
I don't know. You better ask the Naira. Because y'all
I did it from my phone.
Naira, how you put a picture on there?
I did it from my phone.
I can't see y'all. All right, everybody go to the cool down number 1. It's called Let's Up the Chin.
Shut up.
Get off my computer telling people to shut up. Move.
Shut your feet up. Shut your feet up.
Yo, you gotta mute yourself, Evan.
I'm trying.
Mute yourself, dog. Yo, there's gonna be 4 people in it.
That's right, because I know holding it down with my strong form. All right, so everybody got the cool down pulled up for lesson 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now it's pretty self-explanatory. You are going to match the statement to the probability down the bottom. And remember, some of it is y'all gonna use common sense. Okay? So
if I got it.
Boy, bye, you better find it. And you only have those 4, okay? So you're going to read it and see which one, A, B, C, or D, makes sense. So your feedback to me, when you are going to put the number next to the fraction, okay?
Okay.
All right, so that's the first cool down. And like I said, they not bad. They not bad. Okay. Now go to the second cool down.
What's the second, John? Reckless finishing?
Fishing, yeah.
Oh, I'm tripping. I need to go back to sleep. I ain't get
I'm sure somebody gonna roll over and go back and get them extra. Yes.
Oh yeah, me.
All right.
I ain't go to sleep till like 3-4 o'clock.
Oh, loud. All right.
That's every day though.
For reckless fishing, now, wait a minute, let's see. All right, so a forest ranger wants to establish the probability of catching a bass in a lake when using a special type of bait. Describe a process the ranger could use to estimate the probability of catching a bass fish in the lake. All right, so now, y'all know you're going to have to think about this. So when you think about this, right? What do you think should be going? This what they're asking you is, what do you think should be going through the fisherman's mind when he is trying to catch a bass? And again, all of you may have something different, and we're gonna talk about it next week.
Me and Denali
Okay.
about to do that joint right now.
Okay, well, whenever. Just remember, same way as if we were in school. Put in your answers and send it back to me. I will look at it. I will grade it. Y'all know how I do. I will highlight the thing that you need to straighten out.
So basically, like what he should be thinking of. What's the probability of amount of fish, different fish in the water?
Right. So describe a process that he could use to estimate. Like for instance, anybody who fishes, should he should he take time of day into consideration? Should you know what I mean? What things should be going through his mind when he is trying to again get an idea of how many fish he could catch from this lake? Okay. And then in number 2, one of the letters of the word recklessness is chosen at random. So, just like what we just did when we talked about our household situations at this moment. Somebody joined us?
Yeah, because I don't know why it kicked me out.
Oh, how
she put a picture up there.
I did it on my phone. I didn't have to do that on my computer.
All right, so that's a cute picture. All right, so on number 2, you are going to use the same train of thought and that formula or that form that I showed you where you see it says, what is PS? So you know right now they are asking you, what is the probability of choosing S? And then you know how we do. Defend your position. How you know? How did you come to that answer? Okay. And then for the B part, the probability that you will choose a vowel. And again, same thing. Give your answer. Your answer should look like a fraction. And then you want to tell me how you know. How'd you come to that conclusion? Okay. That's those 2. Those are the 2 cool downs. Now, I'm going to show you, because I don't know that you can get to it. I may have to post it up. And when I do, I will let you all know. Let me close this. Let me go to Summit. All right, I'm going to show you what the exercise set looks like. And the exercise set isn't, again, it's not bad. It's not a lot. Those of you, I got a question. How did you all find your roster, or are you just responding to your invite? Because somebody told me.
I came to the school to get my
the computer.
Yeah, when I got the computer, when I got the computer, they gave me the roster.
Oh, okay. So I have to find. Nasir said he didn't have his, so I got to try to figure out how he can get it. All right, I'm gonna show you all the boom. I'm gonna show you all the. Wait a minute, I gotta share my screen. Bam. Oh, bam. Bam. Boop. Share. All right, here is the bam. All right, so you all can't see this short of me showing it to you, correct?
Say it again.
Can you all see this without can you get to this page without me showing it to you?
What's that?
That's the exercise set.
I don't see that down.
You only have 2 circles for the cool down?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to talk to Raj later on, and I'm going to upload this. It is 3 questions. And again, same concept. They're asking you, what is the probability of the spinner landing on the section labeled G? Okay, and remember, they all take the same form. Desired outcome over total possibilities. Okay? It makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, same thing here. A spinner is spun 1,000 times. What is the best estimate for the number of times it will be expected to land on a section labeled B? So now you know as they go down, they get a little more involved. But we'll talk about your responses next Monday. But remember, this afternoon, like Mir said, he's doing his today. So if he
Yeah,
had,
nah, bro. So stay on this joint while everybody hang up because we about to do
I
the
was
joint
getting
right
ready to say, I was getting ready to say, so I have lunch from 12 to 1, then I'm back. But if y'all want to get together, y'all figure it out. Okay? Like if y'all four want to get together and do it, or however many people, because this class is supposed to be 29 of us.
now.
We
Damn.
got four.
Well, that's their loss.
We got four. So I will so next week we will actually be doing, like, I have some paper that I'll be writing stuff and we'll be doing examples because we only going to meet 9 times. So each time we meet, I'm giving you 2 weeks worth of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Since I'm not meeting you every day. Because if we were in class, then I would space this out.
So
You
once
know?
we finish this, you want to upload something new.
Yes. But we're
Yeah.
going to talk about it every time. So next Monday, when we open up, you will have already gotten your feedback from your cool downs, but we will go over and explain this. Okay, just to make sure everybody's on the same page, and then we'll move to the next topic. Okay, because if we were in school, I would have gave you cool down 1 this week, cool down 2 next week. But I'm only meeting you once. So that's why you got both the cool downs at the same time.
Right.
But they are related. And again, like I said, I will be posting the PowerPoint so you all can at any time go back and reference it. I'll tell you where it is and all of that good stuff. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mira, you know that's not fair. You yawn, we all gonna yawn. All right, so thank you for being my tester babies. I love